Today, I shall discuss with you as to how does an interviewing officer during the interview get a sense of your effective intelligence. We need to understand what do you mean by effective intelligence. Intelligence is seen one by the way of your scores and marks. Higher the scores, the better the person, more intelligent the person. That's one way of looking at it. But in the SSB, we're looking at how effective you are in your day-to-day life. How does it translate? How that intelligence translates into your working? So, effective intelligence has got two parts. One is what we call practical intelligence. What is practical intelligence? Is your way of doing things. How do you apply yourself to handle your issues practically? Well, let's see how practical you are. This is basically more of a commonsensical approach. Like what they say, what is common sense? To see things as they are and to do them as they ought to be done. That's more of a practical kind of approach. That's one part of it. And second part of this is what we call resourcefulness. It's part of the effective intelligence. Resourcefulness. No, what do you understand by resourcefulness? As the name suggests, resourcefulness is your ability to create resource. It's your ability to generate resource. See, when resources are there, we use them the way you are, it's okay. Use whatever you have, is a good thing. But when there are no resources, when there is a dead end, when you can't find an answer easily, resourcefulness is your ability to create that answer. It's your creative ability, how creative you are. It is about thinking out of the box. It is about lateral thinking. That is what is resourcefulness. When you have things, you do it. It's okay, can be done. Anybody can do it. But the challenge is when you don't have resources, when you're short of resources, how do you make good? How do you find answers? That is what is essentially. So that is how creative you are. The ability to think differently, the ability to think out of the box is what is called resourcefulness. Now, how do I say it? As you go through the interviews, you're looking at whatever you achieved. How did you work for it? Your way of working for that gives them some idea of your effective intelligence. Some people would work day and night, study 8 hours a day to get some marks. Some people would do it. Paying attention in the class, some revision regularly, some concentrated effort before the exams, and do well. And as they do that, they also have their games and hobbies activities. So that is what the more effective person. Which score is not very important. How you get the score is important. How you play is important. Getting a man of the match is okay, but how did you go about doing it? What all happened that game? How do you meet the challenges? That is something. So when he discusses those things, he gets an idea as to how you do that. How do you fare in your competitive examinations? What ranking do you get? Some idea of it. Some people keep trying for the same exam for 3 years, 2 years. I dropped 1 year to try for NDA. I tried 5 times. Right? And I am hardworking. I'm determined, so I got it. No, but that also shows that you're not too effective in your work. There is a time benefit ratio, resource benefit ratio. Are you able to optimize that? Or lage roge jab hota nahi hai? That's a different way. Right? That's how you're looking at your effective intelligence. Utilization of your resources, what all you have. Now, as a student, you have your curricula, you have the teachers, you have the books, the library, you have the internet. How do you use them all to your gain? You may not have school, grounds, but how do you have things in the neighborhood to build up a sport? Right? So whatever you have, jugaad is also an important part of generating resource. How do you do that? Time is a very important resource. How do you use your time? How do you plan your time? How do you manage your time? What are the time wasters? Are you conscious of that? Is an important thing. Finances, monthly expenditure, how much do you get? How do you use it? Those are all some clues which give me some idea as to your effective intelligence, right? Choices that you make, profession that you want to choose, why, what is the backup plan, how you're working for that. Those are all indicators of that. And in the end, sometimes when you give a situation that you may not be very familiar with, how you handle the situation. When you put under pressure, how do you come out with your responses there? All that also indicates to me, gives me some indication of your work sense, practical intelligence. Eventually, your own self-assessment about yourself, what you think of yourself, your strong areas to improve, what are you doing to improve, how are you working on them. All those are indicators of some element of your practical intelligence and work sense.